Toy Story Q cubed. This time, it's personal and enchiladas. A pasta so spicy it voids the manufacturer's warranty. Previously on Q squared. Woody grew churro limbs and complained on Yelp. Buzz became a free-floating sombrero screaming, "To Q and depression!" The narrator vowed to make nachos out of any future cursed tape. Guess what showed up, wedged in my toaster this morning? A VHS shell made of tortilla chips, oozing habanero goo, stamped in edible ink. Toy Story Q cubed, ultra picante cut. The little fine print read, "Now with 200% more salsa and 1% more plot." I grabbed oven mitts, the tape was literally steaming, and marched to the VCR, chanting an ancient rite. "If I play this, may my colon forgive me." Scene 1. The Scoville intro. Instead of the Pixar lamp, a jalapeno in cowboy boots belly flopped the pea, splattering it with salsa. Buzz's catchphrase echoed in reverse. DNOEY, BDNAY, Tinifny OT, that's to infinity and beyond, but scrambled like breakfast huevos. Immediately the screen combusted into a recipe card, VBNet. Copy, edit. Sheriff Woody's 1-pan existential enchiladas, 1 sheriff hat, 2 cups, fake blood, aka pasta sauce, 3 existential crises, 6 tortillas, non-Euclidean preferred, simmer until the 4th wall dissolves. I felt my stomach yell, "Ay caramba, no!" But my hand trader pressed play again. Scene 2. Andy's kitchen. Now a cantina in hell. Woody skated across the linoleum on quesadilla rollerblades, leaving glowing queso streaks. He yanked off his arm, still a churro from last episode, dunked it in ghost pepper salsa, and slapped Buzz's sombrero so hard that it did a 720-degree spin mid-air. Buzz's floating hat now had tiny, orbiting tortilla moons. Each moon chanted, "Chip chip hooray, the dip demands a soul today." Entered Jessie, but with pico de gallo pigtails and a lasso made of licorice. She whirled it like a helicopter blade, screaming, "We're turning up the heat, partner." I was sweating IRL, and not metaphorically. My smoke detector radioed for backup. Scene 3. Cameo caliente. Something knocked the pantry door. It burst open, and out strutted 2 banned 90s mascots. The Taco Bell Chihuahua wearing Buzz's missing body. The Noid riding a Segway made of stale gorditas. The Chihuahua barked in autotune, "Yo quiero tu desesperación." The Noid slow-mo dabbed and dumped a bucket of volcano salsa over Woody's hat, yelling, "Avoid the mildness." A laugh track of maracas played. My left eye twitched in Morse code. Scene 4. Snake in Boots Redux. Extra spicy. Woody tore off his boot to reveal not 1, but 2 snakes. One coated in tajin, the other stuffed with refried beans like a nightmare piñata. The tajin snake hissed, "This boot ain't big enough for the both of us." Salsa breath. The bean snake responded by belching chipotle steam. They tango fought across the screen, leaving fiery S-shaped scorch marks. I tried hitting stop. The VCR wheezed, coughed out a tortilla chip, and flashed the words, "Too hot to quit." Scene 5. The Enchiladas of Revelation. Everything froze. The room lights dimmed salsa red. Buzz, the hat, the moons, and finally a re-rendered torso, made of enchilada shells, descended like a glitching seraph. "Witness the layered truth," he intoned. "We are cheese, meat, and memory, rolled tight in denial." Woody raised his churro fist. Jessie revved her licorice lasso. The Taco Bell Chihuahua produced a mariachi trumpet that screamed like a tea kettle. Boom! The whole screen exploded in a tidal wave of molten queso. Fake blood? Nope. Pasta sauce splattered the lens like a B-movie jump scare. As the sauce dripped, a final title card emerged. Toy Story Q to the power of 4. The Salsa Strikes Back. 1000 Scoville Director's Cut. Release date: whenever your mouth stops burning. Epilogue: the narrator's meltdown. My TV smells like roasted peppers. The VHS has fused to the VCR. and is softly humming La Cucaracha. I can taste cumin in my dreams. If Q to the power of 4 shows up, I'm installing a firewall made of tortilla chips and hiring Gordon Ramsay to exercise my kitchen. Note to self: never trust unlabeled tapes, talking hats, or snakes in condiment boots.